As I'm sure you've already seen, HubSpot is adding AI everywhere on its platform. But one of the things that I'm most excited for is having AI in workflows. So today we're going to show you how you can use HubSpot's Ask Breeze action to evaluate contact form submissions to make sure that if somebody submits that contact form and they're a viable lead, sales is reaching out to them right away, but they're not getting slowed down by all of those spam requests, people trying to sell you things, do link exchanges, whatever. We all know we get all kinds of things on those contact us forms. And I can't tell you how many times I've been digging through those and like, ooh, that's a good lead and it's been a couple days. We need to get out to them right away. So AI can take care of that for us. I will give one little caveat. The action that we're going to use today is still in private beta. I have a good feeling that by the time you're watching this, it's going to be in public beta or it's going to be live, but just keep that in mind. This is the Ask Breeze workflow action. So if you need to request that beta or enroll in that public beta, if that's the case, then that's what you're looking for. All right, let's dive in. Okay, couple things you're gonna need. We're gonna do this based on contacts submitting the form. So first thing you're gonna need, contact us form, and we're gonna do this based on the message that they put in that. So we've got a message property added to our contact us form. The other thing we're going to need is we're going to need a property that stores the AI output. So what I've done here is I've created a property called AI form evaluation. And it is a drop-down property, and it's important to note the values. They don't have to match mine exactly. They probably should be pretty close, but it's important to note whatever values you use. So for us, we're going to use yes, no, and cannot determine. Once you have your form with that message property and a property to store that AI output, now we can go over and build our workflows. So let's jump over there. We're going to create a workflow from scratch, and this one is going to be based on a form submission, and it's going to be based on that contact form. So we're going to just say contact us is the name of that form. All right, when they submit that form, we're going to hit next. If the message property is optional, you can refine this and say that the message property is known under this step. So add condition, message is known. But in this case, it's required, so it'll always be there. And we're going to leave re-enrollment on because maybe today somebody reaches out about a job, and 2 years from now they're working for somebody to be a potential customer, and it's actually a valuable lead. So we're going to leave re-enrollment on, so it does this every time that contact fills out the form. And this is where we get to use that AI action. So we're going to pop open this AI category, and Ask Breeze is the action that we want. All right, so I've got a prompt that I just copied over. So I'm going to paste that in here. This is a very simple prompt. Your prompt is probably going to need a little bit of dialing in based on what you sell, based on what you see come in through your contact form, and you'll probably want to tweak it over time. But I'm going to start with something simple. Does the following message appear to be someone interested in our HubSpot consulting services? Respond with one of the following options exactly. Note this is the same options I've got in that property. Yes, no, cannot determine. Message is, and I will put in the message property we're using on that form as a personalization token here. So now I'm going to do these action outputs, and I'm going to add an enumeration output. So that just means we've got some options in it. And again, I'm going to use the same values that I put in that property. You can give it a name just for easy reference. So we'll say AI eval, and we're going to say yes, no, cannot determine. I'm going to save that. And now we're going to put the output of this action into that property we created, which is going to allow us to do branch logic. We can't do branch logic directly on this output, so we need to put it in a property first. We're going to hit edit record, and we're edit that contact enrolled in the workflow. We're going to choose the property we created, so AI form evaluation. And we are going to choose data variable. We're going to hit this drop down for enrolled contacts. I'm going to scroll down here to action properties, action outputs. Under this Ask Breeze action, we've got this AI eval. So that's going to take that yes, no, cannot determine from this, and it's going to put it in there. We're going to save that. And now we can do our branch logic. So we're going to branch it out, and this is where we can do different things based on what AI says. So actually, we're going to do one property or action outputs. I'm going to choose that AI property. create a separate branch for each value in this property. So if it's yes, if it's no, we're actually going to delete cannot determine, because if it's cannot determine or blank, we wanted to do the same thing. So we'll do that, and we'll rename this to cannot determine or blank and save it. All right, so if it's yes, that means the AI says this is a lead. We want this to go to sales right away. So in our case, I've got another workflow that routes things to sales. So I'm gonna say go to workflow. We're gonna enroll this contact in this assign leads to sales workflow. Does a nice round robin assignment, notifies them. If it's not a lead, then probably still want to review it. It might still be something that you want to respond to, and it's possible that AI didn't get it perfect. So we're going to create a task, and let's say review, contact us, submission. We'll leave it 3 days, add any notes we want to, maybe the message, contact details from the form, whatever you'd like, and we'll just assign this to me for review. So if it's cannot determine or it's blank, we probably still want somebody to review it, but we want somebody to review it probably a little quicker. So we're gonna clone this action and place it here. Maybe this gets routed to somebody else on your team too, but in our case, we're just gonna bump up this due date to immediately and bump up the priority to high. So now we've got AI doing the hard work for us. Look at that contact form. And if it is a lead, then it's going to sales right away. So there's no delay there. And if it's not a lead, it's going to give us a little bit of time to review it. And if it can't really tell, it's going to ask us to review it a little bit quicker. So couple steps here, saving you a ton of time and making sure the viable leads are responded to as quickly as possible. That's all there is to it to build out the workflow. So you're just going to round this out with a name. So we'll just do AI contact us form eval. Have AI write a nice little description of your AI workflow. Doesn't get more meta than that. And we will review and publish. Unless you want to inundate your salespeople with all kinds of leads that have filled these out in the past, we want to hit no here. And you can review the rest of the details, skip to turn on, and turn on your workflow. And you are good to go. You've got AI doing the hard work for you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more HubSpot tips, tricks, tutorials. We'll see you next time.